Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a three-part video of how I make my wig, how I customize it, and how I styled it into this beautiful wand curl type of do. Just so you guys know, as in my last video, as you guys seen, I am a part of a hair company, so I do and will be, promoting this hair company. I also will be promoting a separate hair company, but that's a separate video in itself. But this hair company is Prim and Prissy. We do more than just hair. We have 3D mink lashes that are on the way now, so I'll be giving you guys a preview of those lashes once I get those in. Also, we will be doing customized wigs and colors. This is a custom unit right here. I have made this one myself. So if you guys want me to customize a wig for you, make a wig for you, a unit, however you guys want to call it, I am open to do that. Just leave that in the notes section of your order, or email the company, and I'll leave all of our social media, all of our contact info below, so you guys can get in contact with us. So to start off this three-part series of this wig transformation, I'm going to be showing you guys in this video right here how I make my wig, how I construct it, the things that I use, things like that. So you'll be seeing that I use different tools that you may not use, that you do use, so that's going to be a part of that. So let's get on over to that scene or segment of the video and we'll discuss it further. Okay, so let's get into this wig making process. So I have my mesh dome wig cap that I'll talk to you guys later about because it's some issues. I have my thread, my black thread that I'll be doubling up and using to sew down my wig. I have some scissors, a clip, and also some T-pins. For my handy dandy, wig head, Miss Blue thing over here will be the mannequin for this wig making process, or my head for this wig making process. So this wig cap, y'all, I really can't stand because it does not fit how I want it to. But I used it and I did what I had to do. So for my bundles, I'm going to be using hair from Prim and Prissy. I have 3 bundles of Brazilian Mink Body Wave, 18, 20, and 22, and I am in love with this hair. Make sure you guys go on over on our website because we have a sale going on. First, 50 subscribers get $50 off of their purchase using the promo code PRIME50. So make sure you guys go on over to the website, look at all the little deals we have for you guys because you will not be disappointed. I also have a Body Wave 16-inch frontal as well from the company, and this is what I'm going to be using to construct my wig. So first I'm going to be applying this frontal probably like a good inch and a half to 2 inches from the beginning of that elastic band, because once you apply your wig, you want it to sit, or the frontal, you want it to sit a little bit further above your hairline. So that's what I'm aiming for as well when I apply it to this wig head. So what I was talking about with this wig cap, you guys, it is so small. Like, it has to be for a smaller head kind of a person, because this wig cap gave me some struggle in the beginning of me trying to like wear the wig. It was really tight, but I made it work, and right now it's been like stretched out because I've been wearing it 24/7. So it is doing so much better now. So as you guys know, I can't braid to save my life, so I had my mom braid down this hair, so it'd be a lot easier for me to start sewing around this frontal. So right here I'm showing you guys that everything is laid down smoothly. There's no bumps, no gaps, so once we start sewing our wig down, it doesn't give us a problem. So first, starting off, I'm going through that frontal and then just going through a little bit of that fabric on that band, and going through the 2 halves of that or half of the string. So since I was telling you guys that I doubled it up, there's 4 pieces of string, and once I do that first knot to make sure that the frontal is secure, I go through it half. So on either side of the needle, it's 2 pieces of string, if you guys get what I'm saying. So after I do that, I go in that section and make a couple knots just so I know that everything is secure and it won't lift up off those edges. Some tips that I can give you guys: when you are going through your elastic band, make sure that you don't go all the way through, because it's going to give you a lot of resistance on that frontal and make that band a tad bit harder to work with. Also, when you are sewing your wig or like the bundles down or your frontal, make sure that you guys are sewing as close as possible so you get a nice lay of your knots and everything is as, smooth as possible. Just take your time if this is your first time making a wig. Practice makes perfect, so I've been doing this for a little minute, so I have gotten the hang of it. But if this is your first time, just keep practicing. Do what best fits you. There's other methods of creating wig besides sewing it onto a wig cap like I'm doing. So once I'm done, just like I began, I'm going to make sure I have a good amount of knots so that when I cut everything apart and off of this frontal, nothing is going to lift up and everything will stay down tight. So as you guys see right here, I'm showing you guys how flat that frontal is laying down, how those knots of the string are as close as possible and as flush to the frontal and wig cap as good, Make sure everything is good. So I am flipping that wig inside out, and I'm going to be applying a track of hair on the back end or the inside of the wig. So if you want to lift up your hair wig and make it into a ponytail or anything, it doesn't look like you just see a wig cap, you see hair. So from ear to ear on that frontal, well, the back of that frontal, I'm going to be applying the 22" and sewing that down. So first I measure out what I need, I cut it, and then I'm going to sew it down. So using the same method as I did with sewing down the frontal, I did the same thing for the bundles. And this is what it's looking like now after I sew down that track in the back of my head. I'm going to be splitting my 20" bundle, because if you don't have that much hair in a bundle, you can possibly, depending on how good the hair is and how good the weft was constructed, you are able to split the track in half, and now you have double the product. So that is what I did, and I will say this hair is a really good quality, because if I am cutting down this track, none of the hair is shedding off. The bundles themselves aren't even splitting as well, so that is a really good thing. So after I am done splitting this track, I'll show you guys what the result is now. So as you guys see, this is what I had left of that 20" bundle. But after I decided to split it, I have double the product. So I'm going to be splitting this open now so you guys can see, like my little magic trick. It also works out if you want to get your hair a tad bit more fuller. You have more hair to play around with besides, having the bundles that you have. You got double the product, like I keep saying. So after this is done, I did start sewing the back of this hairline already. Well, not the hairline, but sewed in the 22". So right now I'm going to be going in with the 20" and going halfway in the middle of the head. I don't know how to explain it, so it's better that you guys watch. So I'm going to let you guys watch so you get what I'm trying to say. But all I did was start in the middle section of my head, and then I wanted to get those bundles to be more of a straight effect, so when I get the top of my wig, everything will lay properly. So I'm going to let you guys watch and go from there. So I hope you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it and whatnot. So right here I do the flip over method because I'm not going to cut my tracks, because cutting my tracks would make more for shedding and wearing out of the bundles. So I just do the flip over method. I pin where I need it to be flipped over at, and then just go from there. So after I'm done pinning that down, I'm going to start sewing the same way, the same method, so everything lays down properly. So another thing that I did as well, after I got as close as I needed to the top of the wig, I did sew around where the frontal is the other way with some hair. So once everything is laid and the frontal is, you know, the hair is laid back, everything will be seamless. You won't see the net or whatever I'm trying to say. You won't see the wig cap, and you won't see the perimeter of that frontal as much. So after I was done sewing that hair across there, the remaining of that blue section, wherever you see blue, I sewed it together, or I sewed it up, put the bundles in there, you know, made it look like something. I know this was a quick little how I do my wigs, how I sew them together, but I hope you guys understand where I was coming from. I hope the video was more self-explanatory than me trying to talk about it, because it was kind of difficult. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Going over to part 2 of the wig making series so we could see how I customized this wig, how I applied it. But you guys already know, stay black, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll see you guys on part 2. Bye, you guys.